All right, if you're anything like me, you've spent lots of time on YouTube and you've watched countless amount of YouTube videos, and there's nothing wrong with YouTube. YouTube is a fantastic platform. You can learn literally anything on here. But I feel like the problem with a lot of us when it comes to YouTube is we're on here to, maybe learn a few things, but how much of it have we actually implemented? How much of it have we actually actioned and put to use? Yeah, there's probably some things that we've done. Let's just think, how much hours of YouTube in your life, actually let's just think in the past week, how many hours of YouTube have we watched in the past week? Let's say that's something like an hour a day, say 7 hours. In that 7-hour period, how much of those minutes or those hours have you implemented, or have we implemented? Probably even less than 5%. If we think about an entire time on YouTube, it's probably not even 1%, to be fair. What I'm saying here is you likely have all the information you need. Well, maybe not all the information you need, but you have enough information to get started. I'm saying this because I've fallen into this trap as well. We get into this period of what I would call just mental masturbation, where we probably could get started if we really wanted to. Like if we really, really wanted to. And now we're just watching videos, somewhat for entertainment, but maybe to feel a bit more knowledgeable because that makes us feel better. And we're searching for this one line, one piece of information that's going to change everything. And you know this deep down as well. There's not one line, there's not one quote, there's not one little hack or one tip or one correction that will improve your content or improve your physique or improve this or improve that, more than actually implementing what you already know. Because that one little hack you're looking for, like that's suitable for when you're at like the top of the mountain. You just want to know how to get a little bit better. But most of us, we're not there yet in all areas of life, or at least in the thing that we're watching YouTube for. So in this video, I'm just going to give you 2 things that you should be doing instead of watching YouTube. You don't have to cut YouTube out completely, but I'm just going to tell you what would be a better use of your time in order to make progress in whatever field it is you're trying to make progress in, whatever goal it is you're trying to achieve. I'll give you 2 things to do instead of watching YouTube. Because yes, YouTube gives you more knowledge and information, but you likely don't actually need any more knowledge or information. We will convince ourselves that we do, but the reality is we likely don't at all. You have all the information you need. Now, what is true is you don't have 100% of the information that anyone possibly could on the subject, but you have all the information you need to start succeeding. It's very different. The first one is very simply is to start taking action. I'm a firm believer that one of the reasons as to why we don't take action is because we are afraid of failing. We're afraid of messing things up. We're afraid of things just not going to plan, not going the way that we hoped it would. Like we're afraid of posting content, for example, because we know right now our content is not very good. It's a bit cringe. It's very embarrassing actually. And we're scared of what people are going to say. Now, if no one was ever going to see that content, we'll record the content, but we're required to post that online for everyone to see. And now we're scared of not what randoms will think, but what will our friends think? What will the people we went to school with think? What will our family think when they see this low quality, very cringe, very explorative or, creative side of us? We're scared of that. That is what we're scared of. When we're on YouTube, even when we're listening to podcasts or watching books, the knowledge we are trying to find is the knowledge on how to overcome that. How to overcome that fear of being seen or being rejected or failing, really. I'll tell you there is no quote for that, and there is no secret habit to implement into your morning routine that will ever fix that fear. The only way to get rid of that fear is to actually go and do the thing, fail at it. I'm not going to tell you you're not going to fail, but you will fail at it, and then through that, failure will become irrelevant. Because think about this. If you fail at something 100 times and you also learn from each time you failed, you're no longer going to be scared of failure. Because here's what's going to happen. After doing something 1,000 times, especially when you sucked at it, especially when you weren't good at it, especially when you were messing it up, by the 100th time you would have made a lot of progress. And now your brain has connected the dots that just doing the thing, especially when I'm not good at it, and especially when I don't feel ready, and especially when I am failing, will lead to progress. The only way to learn that is by taking the action. So let's turn this into an actionable step for you right now. Before you watch your next YouTube video, the YouTube video can be the reward here for doing this one task. Before you watch your next YouTube video, I want you to think about, like, what's the main goal right now? What's the main thing? And what's like the stupid, simple, actionable step that is you actually doing the thing that you need to do right now, but you've been afraid to do because you've likely been scared of you're not that good at it yet. And you want to wait till you're good at it before you do it, which makes no sense because you can't get good at something by reading a book. You get good at something, you get the knowledge from reading the book, but you get good at it by actually doing the thing and practicing it. Like, think about it like the guitar. You could watch millions and millions of hours of how to hold a guitar, play a particular song, but it's not until you actually pick up the guitar and start playing it, start messing it up, and then start getting a feel of, okay, this is how it's meant to feel like, sound like, blah, 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 blah. That's when you actually start getting good at it. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm not saying, is it information or is it action? You need both. But most of us, we're stuck in the information phase because we're too scared to fail. That's okay. It's normal. I feel that too. I used the example of content. Right now, I'm learning how to post content. And it's almost like a little bit of a humiliation ritual because you're making like really bad content and people are seeing it. Well, not lots of people are seeing it. It's getting low views and, you know, like friends, family, old people from your past, they're seeing it and they're probably cringing at it. And guess what? I'm cringing at it too. So it's okay. The thing is, I know that if I am to post, for example, 100 reels on Instagram, I'm going to become good at it. You have to have that same mindset towards the action it is that you're trying to take. So as I said, action step number 1, before you watch your next YouTube video, the YouTube video can be the reward for doing the thing that you've been procrastinating and trying to get more information for. Now, the second thing that's going to be a better use of your time than watching another YouTube video or even listening to a podcast or even reading a book. Now, I love reading books, but the thing that's going to be more useful for your time is actually spending more time in silence and solitude and not actually doing much. Because lots of us guys, especially, we think that the secret to self-improvement or achieving our goals is doing more, adding more to our routine, adding more to our day and filling up our day with all these things. What I've learned improving myself and working with the guys that I've worked with and girls as well that I've worked with, is the secret to self-improvement and the secret to achieving your goals is not addition, it's subtraction. It's actually removing all the things that are low-key distractions. The sneakiest distractions are the distractions that feel productive, such as spending 3 hours on a YouTube video without implementing it. And there's nothing wrong with becoming smarter and smarter and smarter. That's why it's a sneaky distraction, but it doesn't take you closer to your goals if you're not implementing it. The problem right now is we live in a day and age where we never have silence. Our brain is always on. It's always thinking, it's always receiving information because there's always music playing. The phone's always in the hand. Notifications are always going off and we're like inclined to just, notification went off, got to check it. Our brain's always going. The thing is, we're never actually in silence, to the point now where silence is actually quite scary for a lot of us. If things go silent, our brain just freaks out. We freak out. But you know how I said that when we're watching a YouTube video or reading a book or listening to a podcast or whatever it is, we're trying to find this one piece of information that we believe will cure whatever we think we need to cure, the problem we're trying to solve, whether that's the way we feel, our confidence, how we feel about the way we look, whatever it is. We're trying to find that one piece of information. I can guarantee you that piece of information will come to you just naturally. Your mind will figure it up. Your mind will figure it out because your brain is a problem solver. It is a problem solver. That will come to you when your brain is not stimulated, when you are doing literally nothing. And when I say literally nothing, I mean you are sitting down staring at a wall, for example, for 15 minutes a day. You can try that in the morning. Wake up, stare at a wall 15 minutes a day. Nothing's happening. Maybe every second or third workout or third drive, music's off. You're just there existing. Between your sets at the gym, every third workout, doesn't have to be every workout. You're just sitting there for your 2 minutes on your timer, sitting there waiting until your 2 minutes goes off, and then you pick up the dumbbells again and go again. If you start spending more time in silence, it's going to do a few things. The first one is you're going to feel more calm and you're going to feel more focused and you're going to feel more present because you're not always stimulating yourself with your phone, for example. So your brain's not going 100 miles an hour, which means you're going to be able to focus, which means that actually the next time you do watch a YouTube video, you're probably going to take in the information much better. And then when you do sit down and do some work next, you're going to get more work done. This is such like a powerful secret. Another thing that's going to happen, yeah, you're going to feel calm, focused, all these things. You're now going to actually hear what your brain has been trying to tell you for the past, who knows, maybe even 10 years. You haven't gone a minute without stimulating yourself. Even at nighttime, like you're watching Corn, you're opening up the hub. At nighttime, when you're about to sleep, when you're meant to sleep, you stimulate yourself. You need to give your brain a break, because that's when you'll hear the thing that you actually need to hear. I believe we only really hear God when nothing else is going on, when it is silent. How else are we supposed to hear the divine when we can't even hear ourselves think? So your action step number 2 is spend more time in silence, and somewhat plan this a little bit. If you use a habit tracker, put it into your habit tracker, 15 minutes silence, whatever, stare at a wall. And then you can action it, as I said, every second workout, every second drive, or once a week. You do it without any music playing or without a podcast playing. It's just complete silence. And it'll feel weird at the start, of course it will. And you might even feel a little bit psychotic and crazy. Okay, be alright with being seen as a psychopath for the purpose of mental clarity, mental focus, and figuring out the thing that you need to figure out, which, as I said, will only come to you when you are not stimulated and the world is quiet. This is why dudes go into nature in order to just chill out and get inspiration. They go into nature. Why? Because there's nothing there. There's no reception. Your brain is finally off and you can finally hear what God has been trying to tell you. That's why nature is so attractive to men. But you don't have to wait until the weekend, or you don't have to wait until the holidays in order to have that experience. You can have that every day. You can have that experience right now by getting off YouTube, turning your phone off, and just sitting and staring at the wall, or going outside and just sitting and just existing. And don't force the knowledge to come. You're there to just exist. And then maybe on the 10th time of existing, thought will come up. Idea will come up. A really good idea for your next video will come up. A really good idea of why your workouts aren't as good, that will come up. The thing you heard in a podcast last year that you haven't implemented yet, that will come up. And you'll actually remember, oh shit, I was meant to do that. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to go do that. So get off YouTube. I have to get off this video right now because I have to leave for work in 2 minutes. Before you watch another YouTube video, go take the action you need to take. Sit in silence for 15 minutes, maybe before you take that action or afterwards. And no, you don't need to watch more YouTube videos. I believe your time is much better spent taking action and sitting in silence. You'll learn more, and you'll learn more faster doing that, because A, you're going to be failing. The faster you fail, the faster you learn, the faster you grow. And second of all, you're actually going to be hearing the thing that your brain has been dying to tell you to hear for the past 10 years, potentially. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time.